This is a short video to help you navigate the Keep catalogue. The catalogue is a list of all the collections that we hold at the Keep. You can access it through the Keep's website. There's an awful lot of information on the Keep's website, but I'm going to focus this short video on looking at the catalogue. So at the top of each page, you'll find a search box here. I'm going to enter my search term, and I've chosen evacuation, and then I press search. Here are my search results. Now, at first look, it might not look like those first ones are relevant. What they are doing is searching the articles and pages within the website. Now, don't discount these because they might give you a lot of background information about the things that we hold. But if you're just looking for the document or the listing of the documents themselves, I would uncheck articles and pages on the left-hand side, and then you're just searching records from the collections. So you can see I've got 362 items and lots of them are showing evacuation in that title. So let's just see, let's go for the top one. Let's view record. Now, if you're used to using a library catalogue, you might expect a different view here. You might expect to see a class mark and to tell you where you get it on the shelf. Archive catalogues are different because they are describing collections, and so you're getting lots of different items within that collection. And how we've tried to show that to you online is by use of the hierarchy, which you can see on the right-hand side here, and there's another tab which I'll show you in a moment. So this is telling us the title is Evacuation 1939 and it belongs to the University of Sussex. And here's its reference number. So as you're working through the catalogue, always take a note of the reference numbers because it's the best way to get hold of things again when you want to come back, because it's unique to that item. But let's go over to the hierarchy and see if we can find out a little bit more about it. So this Evacuation 1939 is part of Evacuation 1939 to 44. So let's click on that, see if it gives us any more information. So yes, we've got a description here. The early evacuation of children from urban centres, personal experiences, observations, etc. So that tells us a little bit more. So if you're into World War II evacuation, this is probably useful for you. Let's go up a little bit higher and see where that item is from. So this is the collection level record for the Mass Observation Archive. And there's lots of information here about it as a whole. But this is not something you can look at because this is over 3,000 boxes or 2,500 boxes. So remember that Browse by Hierarchy tab? I'm going to click on that now. And this gives us the breakdown of what's inside the Mass Observation Archive. And using the pluses and minuses down the side, we can expand and see everything that's in that collection. And then we can go in further if we need to and search it that way. So if we go next to evacuation, we'll eventually get to what we started with. So when you use your keyword search, you might go in to a collection quite deep, and then you can come out again to see what collection those documents are part of. I'm going to do another search now. I'm going to search for Brighton Rock. So again, we're getting things from articles and pages, so it's a lot about our blog and things that we hold. So I'm just going to uncheck that. And let's do this. The whole title is just Brighton Rock. So remember, let's view record. And let's go over to the hierarchy on the left-hand side. So it is the Brighton Rock that I'm after because I'm after the film. And then I can see that it's photographic material and that it's part of the Richard Attenborough papers. So perhaps if I was looking for scripts or casting information, this might not be what I'm after. But let's have a browse by hierarchy. And it opens it up a lot more now, so we can see. Let's click on that publicity. And it tells me now that these are photographs that have Carol Marsh and William Hartnell, Doctor Who fans. And there are other things there. So if I go back to browse by hierarchy again, let me have a look at those films 1960 to 1982, and let's see if there's any Brighton Rock there. No, I wonder if it's in his early career. Ah, we've got films 1942 to 1959, and we have Brighton Rock. So this is very likely came up in the earlier search results, just I picked the first one. And so I can see that we've got press reviews, trade show card, press cuttings. So that might be useful if I want to look at it. And if I do, I can click view at the keep. And there'll be another video about how you step through our ordering process. My advice is to have a go putting in your keywords that you might be interested in and see what results you get. With archive catalogues, it might not be on the first page that you get your best results. You might need to work all the way through. But this, I've typed in wolf at the top there, and it's a really good example of how these articles and pages can help you, because that takes us to information about the Leonard Woolf papers, and then there is catalogue links in there that will take you straight through. So do have a go. You can always get in touch with someone from Special Collections if you're having trouble using the catalogue search. It is different to a library catalogue and other databases you might have used, and I should stress that it is searching descriptions of the documents we hold. Very rarely you'll get a digitised version, so it's not a full text resource. It's searching the descriptions to help you decide what you might want to see when you can visit the Keep.